Was Gucci, everybody? Infamous Templar here, coming at you with another vid. This is gonna be more of an instructional video on how I can tell who's after me and who's not, because I do get a decent amount of stuns. I love getting stuns. If I'm more of a defensive player, as you guys know, than an offensive player. So I usually go after my pursuers when I can, and I get a nice amount of stuns. So I'll let you guys. I'll give you a little bit of insight on how I knew who was after me and who wasn't. Or should I say, who I knew was a player and who wasn't. So right now I'm just paranoid because it's the first 30 seconds of the match, and everybody goes buck wild in the first 30 seconds of the match. And this guy's on the roof in the first 30 fucking seconds of the match, and I have no patience, so I just kill him. Now I try to get away from the edges because I don't want to get pulled down, and it's obvious that doctor's after me. Now, did you guys see a red bead? Nope. And that's why I do not depend on those. You just gotta use your you gotta trust your judgment. And right there, if you saw or if you didn't see, the nobleman went up on the roof to the left. You can rewind that back and look. And I had a pretty good feeling he was after me. I saw him go up on the roof, so I made a run for it. And he gets muted, and he gets knocked out. So I try to get back into this blend group with this other smuggler, and I see that Harlequin's after me because of the way she's zigzagging. She zigzagged towards me at a weird angle, but luckily she went after the NPC and not me. So the match is going pretty damn good so far. Now this executioner, I noticed he was after me because of the way that he walked close to the pole, or whatever you want to call that pillar. NPCs won't usually walk close to obstacles like that. They'll usually walk around them, not right next to them or through them. For example, in San Donato, in the center area where everybody gathers, there's a small, like 2-inch or 3-inch puddle. I don't know what's the point of it, but only players will walk through there. No NPC will ever walk through the puddle like that. So if you ever see somebody walk through a puddle, and so you have a couple of pursuers or just one, it's safe to assume that they may be after you, or it's just safe to assume that they are a player. Now vice versa, if you're after somebody and you're not sure who it is, if they do something obvious like that, like walk through a puddle, you obviously know which one it is. Yes, I know I say puddle funny. But yeah, so I stunned this guy with a smoke bomb, and I walked next to an NPC. Now I know this isn't an official blend group, but it helps. I'm telling you, it helps. If you don't have any abilities and you're in a pinch, see right there, that helped me so much. Because if I would have walked up there by myself, I'm pretty damn sure I would have gotten killed. So I mean, any way you could help yourself, throw off your pursuer is great. Now this executioner right here, I noticed that he was a player and most likely after me because of the way he walked up the stairs. He didn't walk straight up the stairs. He kind of walked up at an angle that was slightly off. NPCs will usually walk straight up the stairs, like directly up it, with no angle. So that was kind of obvious. This guy, number one, he's obvious because of the way he's walking at me. And number two, he used Templar vision, which makes you glow white. And that's still not an excuse for people to use it. I don't care what you say, that's just a cheap ass, it's a cheap perk or whatever you want to call it, ability. Right there, as you can see, I was aiming to go through that chase breaker so that I can escape. But unfortunately, my other pursuer was right by it, and he gave me a haircut. Stole my barber too, asshole. But anyways, so right now I'm after the captain, or Alfonso. I call him Alfonso. And right now I'm just trying to be vigilant because I have 3 pursuers on me. Not trying to go after my target, worrying about my pursuers, because once you get your pursuers out the way, you have nothing to worry about when you're trying to get your target. He was obvious, threw some smoke down. I thought I didn't get him for a second, but I stunned him, Executioner right there is obvious because of the way he zigzagged, so I stunned him. And I know this Heliquin's after me, but there's nothing I could do about that, and she kills me. So the match, this match really, it wasn't a bad match for me, but it was pretty annoying. It wasn't the most annoying match I've had, but it was annoying. So right here, turn around, and I see she's jogging. Uses the gun, so I try to hit a corner as quick as I could. And I peek, and I use my camera. Camera helps a lot, guys. You gotta use it. I used my camera to see if she was following me, and she wasn't on the ground, so I assumed automatically that she'd be on the roof trying to roof me, and I was right. The camera helps so much, guys. You really gotta take advantage of it and use it. Be aware of your surroundings. Use it as much as you can. Just don't keep it at one spot if you're paranoid, like I'm doing right now, because watch what happens. I didn't notice that Doctor fast walking behind me, and he gets a nice focus, which is something that's the way people should play. You guys know how I feel about that. I encourage people to play like that, nice and slow. Take your time. Don't run around every single second of the match getting discreets and ensuing chases. Take your time, guys. Now, I'm after the Prowler, who's running like an asshole. So I kind of avert my attention from him for a moment and use my camera to look around since I have two pursuers. Luckily, I caught him in the smoke. I thought I was going to have to use my secondary to mute him, but I didn't have to. And I see that Barber walking in a weird way, but he wasn't after me. So now I'm making a run for it because I hear whispers and I'm paranoid. And I have no abilities, so right now I'm just trying to keep my distance and be aware of my surroundings. Now look at where I'm having my camera at. Right at the chase breakers. Right at places where people would usually come to. That chase breaker and the other one. Right there. But I get roofed by the Heliquin. But yeah, I mean, I hate roofers. I hate them. Anyway, so yeah, as you guys can see, like, your camera can be a big help, but you've also got to be vigilant. You've got to know exactly where to put it, where to be facing it. I mean, and right there, I actually got a discreet. I mean, I guess I'm allowed at one discreet a match, but yeah, I just did that because I had a feeling he'd be running the whole match anyway, and I did not want to be chasing after him, so I just took my chance and killed him there. Now right here, Doctor was after me, and he poisoned me. I personally, looking back at it, still think that was lag. I'm pretty damn sure it was lag, but I don't know. Maybe I did do it too late, but I'm like 95% sure that was lag. But as you can see, I knew he was after me, because he went through a chase breaker. 9 times out of 10, when you see someone go through a chase breaker, they are a player, not an NPC. And if you've got pursuers on you and you hear whispers, it's safe to assume they're after you. So right there, I thought that nobleman was after me, but I was wrong, and I made the mistake of using a ability on him.
Lost.
Right there, that was crazy. I didn't even see the other Barber right there. Now, I wasn't going to use my smoke that early, but I had a feeling that Doctor was after me without even noticing that I didn't have two pursuers. So, I just, what was I going to say? I just used my smoke bomb, and I was paranoid, so yeah, that's why that happened. And of course, the Heliquin shoots me with her gun because she's playing so good this match. There's nothing. Also, I want, you know, there's nothing wrong with playing that way if you're gonna, you know, if you just want to have fun and play that way. Sure, go ahead and play that way, but don't do it every single match.
Remaining.
That's like something that's like a once in a while thing. I don't even do that ever. I've probably done it maybe once or twice. Out of this whole time that I've had this game, I've only done it once or twice. So it's really not something to do often, because it really does ruin the experience for other players when you run and use Templar vision and stuff like that in Roof. But yeah, if you do want to have fun, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, right there, I knew she was on the roof because if you rewind that back, there was a shadow on the ground that jumped. Turned my camera up, of course she was after me. But anyways, that's the match, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. Share this with your friends and everything, and yeah, it really helped out. Bye.